got a good one on here. Hi, welcome today to another Fishing with Phil episode. We're up here on Bugs Island today with Keith. We're going to do some trolling. Keith has got 2 rods out of the back here. And Keith, what are we fishing for today?
Anything that'll bite. We'll be catching catfish, largemouth, white bass, striped bass, white perch, about anything that's in the lake. I start out with a diving plug, runs about 10 or 12 foot deep. I put it on a 2-foot leader tied to a 3-way swivel. Got a 4-foot leader with a good Sampo swivel on the other. To the 4-foot leader we're going to attach a 1/4 ounce rooster tail. Then I attached a 3-way swivel to some 20-pound fire line on the trolling reel. And we're ready to fish.
That's all there is to it?
That's all it is to it.
You make it look easy.
The plug dives down to a certain depth. The rooster tail will run out behind it. And the fish will hit both of them.
And what kind of fish?
We'll catch white bass, white perch, crappie, catfish, largemouth bass, striped bass, occasional drum. These are line counter reels. Got a line counter here. You push this straight down to 0 it. Make sure it's 0 every time you start so you know exactly how much line you got out.
Why is that? Why do you need to know that?
That controls the depth of your plug. The more line you got out, the deeper your plug goes up to a certain point.
You're trying to match that to your depth on there,
right?
Right.
Where you're marking the fish is where we try to run. Got you now.
Little rooster tail.
It's a fish catching plug.
And what do you call this?
That's a spoon plug.
It's a spoon plug?
That's a spoon plug. Invented by Buck Perry.
By Buck?
The father of structure fishing. Coined the word structure as it applies to fishing.
That's invented by him.
Yes, so it's still made by him. Well, it's made by his company. He died in 2005 at the age of about 90, I believe it was. When you drop it in, make sure you lead it straight. Like that. See where it keeps the plug and the rooster tail apart. When you're letting your line out, keep thumb pressure on it. You know, let it out under pressure. Keep the two from tangling. Keep your drag set fairly light.
All right, let's go and check it out and see what happens.
Let's go. When you put it in the holder, you want this handle to hit against the rod holder right there. That don't seem so important now. When you get a 30-pound blue on, you can't get it out of the holder.
Okay, we got 2 lines out. Keith's going to tell us what we're doing here. Keith, what exactly is going on right here with these 2 lines?
All right, we have line counter reels. I let my line out, like right now we're trying to hit bottom and where we're fishing, catching fish in 16 foot of water. We let the line out to the plug just starts bumping bottom, and then reel in like 4 or 5 foot to where it's running right close to the bottom, but not continuously bumping. That keeps you from fouling the 2 lures together where we run the 3-way swivel. Still the depth finder, most of the fish you mark are about 10 or 12 foot deep. Big Catfish on this particular depth finder, like a big striper or a gar, they'll make a freight line under the arc catfish, you'll make a big arc, but it won't gray line. Their soft skin doesn't reflect the echo as well as scale fish.
Can you tell us exactly what is a gray line? When you say gray line, what do you mean by gray line?
That's a feature on your depth finder. It'll tell you the hardness of the bottom. Also tell you the hardness of the fish, just like I was explaining. A catfish is a softer fish. You can mark big arcs, and if they don't have a gray line, they're usually a soft-skinned fish, like a catfish. A big arc with a gray line on it is usually a scaly fish. It's got scales on it, and it throws back a stronger signal. It's like your hard bottom will throw a good gray line, and your soft bottom, the gray line will narrow down. Lay the rod down out of the way and get the net. Excuse me for getting excited.
That's all right. We don't want to lose him.
Oh, he done flopped off.
The blue cat.
Oh, that's a channel.
Channel cat?
Yeah. The blue's a lot bluer than that. Well, you got the net sewed up.
That's a nice one.
Oh yeah, that's good eating size right there. About 2 pounds. Catch you later, buddy.
Did you see the line? Keith, you've done a lot of fishing up here on bugs over the years. What are sizes some of the catfish you've caught?
I've caught several blues over 30 pounds and flatheads up to 29 pounds. Most of them were trolling. I have caught 36-pound blue on a crappie jig, 6-pound line, 9-foot rod. He about whooped my butt.
I bet he did.
Yep. About like this.
So crappy.
A crappie and a parrot. Told you catch about everything doing this.
Double. One on each line.
That's a fish. Like another one. Right there. You won't feel in the wood. They just hang on after they flop a couple of times. They just hang on. Wind it on up. Take them off. You got a perfect fit. Just go out and fit that tree perfect. White crappie. Got the bars. White crappie has bars, black crappie has the dots. Crappie wild catfish. Catch you later.
Here he comes.
I caught 2 citation size whitefish last week.
Got a good one on here. Oh yeah.
Good gracious.
And that's the way you net work. You see, you don't put the net down anymore. You scoop it over. Just walk it over here and get over to the loop. Give yourself some slack. 1.5 pounds.
Right on the rocks.
No, don't do that.
He's coming towards the boat. Running right at the boat. He came towards the boat. That's why I wanted to fight.
He gets out to be coming his way. I ain't seen him yet. You seen him?
Yeah. Not a bad size. Pretty good one. That's pretty good.
About 5 pounds. Boy, he swallowed that rooster.
Yeah, he's on the rooster tail.
Yeah.
He swallowed it all the way down.
Let me lay the net down.
There she is.
Another fat, healthy blue from Bugs Island Lake. Catch you later. 1 ounce. That's where you just buy them. They got a 1/4 ounce. The reason I bought a quart, it's got the real heavy hook. They make a 1/6 ounce that I use a lot for white bass, but it's got a wire hook and it won't hold these cats. But this one right here, it'll hold. I've caught 30-pound cats on that. I think it's a number 4 hook on that rooster tail. Don't break that. Make sure you got a little slip to it. Like I said, it's a real hair drag.
They just moved a tiny bit.
He ain't come to the boat either.
This one's a good one.
If he does, it's just come over here to
I
eat.
think he's bigger than that first one. There he is.
Oh yeah. He done rolled up the line. So he got rolls in. Bring him on in. Just keep climbing, bring him on in. Keep steady brakes on him. Bring him on over here. He don't know it. We got it. Now he's gonna fly.
Look at that.
He done rolled in the reason he felt big. Won't see that other hook.
Let me pick that one up if I could. That's the proper way to pick one up.
I usually pick them up like this.
Yeah.
They don't like that. Where's the rooster tail? Has he got his mouth or did it come off?
Where it's at.
All right, go ahead and pick him up.
Is that under the gill or in the lip?
Just any way you want to get it.
Except for that fin and jab the hell out of it.
Yeah.
Right on this side.
Just watch him hooks. Get ready. Stick your fingers on the gill right up to the front. Stick your thumb in his mouth.
In his mouth?
Yeah. No, he won't bite you. Not like a flathead. A flathead will break him. He got some battle scars, man. He's spawning.
He's spawning?
Yeah, see there? That ain't big peak over there. Can't take what it is on. That's amazing.
Yeah. Nice fish. All right. You know how to fish them. That's for sure.
I'm just like these special bugs, buddy. I catch anything that swims.
Very soon. You're gonna give me a by the way, man. doesn't feel like a catfish.
Huh?
Get bigger. He's pulling pretty dang hard. Yeah, there he is.
On top? Yeah. Yeah. You got it, you wind them in back.
Yeah.
That's another big one.
Change the depth right there, first depth.
Yeah. Okay, he done rolled all the way up there. Well, he gonna go crazy when I eat him this nest. Maybe he did.
He can't move.
Tired? God, look how fat he is.
He is fat.
There,
He can't move. He's rolling up in the
He's
line.
gonna eat somebody.
Yeah, he's fat. He's full of shad, huh?
But it could be freshwater mussels.
Yeah, he does.
No, it's shad. It's soft. Yeah, you can feel
Want
them.
me to hold that net?
Yeah, hold it up. You can feel of them when eating mussels.
Come around top.
Oh, that unrolled. God, he has rolled up.
Trying to put him back in.
No, he's leaking. Just roll him out there.
Legs.
Roll him out there. Oh, one more time. Okay. Got it.
Catch you later.
Best way I find to get a three-way swivel untangled after a catfish is rolled in. Remove your plugs.
So you remove the plugs rather than trying to untangle it.
Right, these hooks.
That's a pretty good mess there.
You're going to have to keep them straight up when you catch them. You can't
That's the second one in a row there.
Making this kind of mess every time you catch a fish.
Pretty much all done. Rather than trying to untangle with it all makes sense. Take it out. It's a good thing it did tangle.
Two sides will come close together like this right here. You test it till you find the two that don't come close together. That's the two you tie your leaders to. See how those are about 90 degrees?
Uh-huh.
These are what, 20 degrees?
Uh-huh.
So you always tie your two lines to this, hook your main line to the other one. And that'll help keep your lines apart when you're trolling the three-way. White bass.
Nice one.
A fat white bass.
Good one.
Yes.
Sweet.
Catch you later, bro.
Here it comes.
spawning. Yeah, they spawn in the holes in the rock. Yeah, that's a channel. They get like that when they spawn. Wind it up closer and swing it. Wind it all the way down to the swivel.
Oh!
Snap forward. Yeah, he's been fighting. When they
Fighting catfish.
When they real black like this, they've been spawning. They get in a little cave in there,
And the rocks.
and and they fight off everything that tries to come in there. I believe he lost.
Lost big time.
He lost the fight. Man, it must be in his bone.
Another catfish.
I caught the good eating side
there. He tried to eat that guy. Thanks for watching another Fishing with Phil episode out here on Bugs Island with Keith Wray. Trolling for catfish. We caught a few other things besides catfish. Right, Keith?
That's it. Trolling the spoon plug and the rooster tail, you can catch about everything in the lake.
A lot of different fish. I had a good time, Keith. Thanks
I
for
did
coming.
too. Enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it too, and thanks for sharing your knowledge with us. We appreciate it.
That's what it's about. Pass it on.
Well, stay tuned for another Fishing with Phil Saturday nights on Roxborough 10 and also www.fishingwithphil.com. Thank you and have a good night.
Catch you later.
Catch you later. Catch you later. Got a good one on here.
Good gracious.
And that's the way you net one. You see, you don't put the net down in the water. You scoop it over. Then you walk it over here and get over to the loop. Give yourself some slack.